If next year you use a different model of Samsung phone, you just take this part out and you change this cover and you use it with the next phone model.
Good morning at CCW 2025, the biggest event ever recorded in critical communications history. So join me in Critical Communications World Brussels Expo in Belgium. I'm following this company for a long time right now, and I can't remember. I think it's the first time when I visited Critical Communications World. I met this guy who was developing a great add-on for smart devices. Stop Noise is the company name actually, and the developer is Markku Nieminen. He's the brainchild of this wonderful device. Now we're in 2025. So he worked on that device for many years. Finally, it pays off. So the wait is over. Let's meet Markku and let's meet Antti, because he's responsible for sales as far as I understood, but let's find that out and to know about this extraordinary device which I've never seen in our industry before, which I think smartphone users could benefit from. Just for your information, this is the founder, the godfather of Stop Noise. He's the brainchild, as I said, about the product, the HybridX. And we're going to talk to Antti, right? Because of the language. Well, we could speak English, but that's a different story. But you're the founder. We're going to talk to Antti. He's explaining to me all of the details about his wonderful device, right?
Okay.
Antti.
Yes.
I just said on camera, this is a revolutionary product.
It is.
It's been worked on for many years, and I followed Markku with his sales, his promotion of the product, and it pays off, right? The wait is over.
Yeah.
It's production time. It's really
Yes,
production time
it
right
is
now,
really.
and you have a big customer.
Yes.
So, what is it?
What is it? So the HybridX is a product that turns your average smartphone with a touchscreen into a public safety device with physical buttons. That's the sort of a short elevator pitch of it. It's really a simple device that turns something that you cannot use in the public safety environments into something that you can really use with your gloves on, without looking at the device. And that is the reason why we are very proud today that we announced a new deal with the Finnish government, so State Security Networks of Finland, Erillsverkot. They launched that they are going to use our device, so we signed a deal today.
And I can see it's popular because it's getting photographed already.
Yeah.
So that's great, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so enough talk. Show me what it is.
Sure. So, what HybridX is all about? It is a device that turns your normal smartphone, any smartphone you can find in the market, with a touchscreen, with an Android, iOS, etc. You turn that phone into a public safety device with physical buttons. It is modular, so of course all smartphones are of different sizes, etc. And even they change every year. So the average user don't want to swap the whole solution every time they change the phone model. So that's why we have this cover, plastic cover that you put on each phone, and then you reuse this part. So if next year you use a different model of Samsung phone, you just take this part out and you change this cover and you use it with the next phone model. So you have physical buttons, you have a loudspeaker, you have microphones, and you use the phone's own camera. So these buttons here are push-to-talk buttons. So you can have two different ones. So you can attach your Tetra phone, PMR phone here, have it on your belt. You can use Tetra push-to-talk. You can have 4G, 5G push-to-talk here. You can have video recording. You have still photo, volume up, volume down. And these four buttons here are for your own use. So you can decide how to program this. What application opens the P1, for example. They are flexible buttons. You can decide how to use them.
Antti, what is the most difficult thing with the development of such a device? It took a long time, right?
It took years.
You worked, yes, unbelievable. Is that normal in this industry?
Quite normal, actually. I think the most hindering part was that the public safety networks evolve very slowly. You know, you have Tetra networks up and running for 20 years, even more. And then all the operators like in Finland, Sweden, UK, etc., they gradually move into public safety broadband networks. So 4G, 5G, maybe 6G in the future. But it took a long time. It took slightly longer than we with Markku thought. But we are finally here. Today we are finally here, so we have a first customer using it, etc. It's production ready, so we are finally here. It took longer, but it's now here.
So what's the next step?
The next step is to acquire more customers. We have many customers coming to the booth. A lot of interest in various countries, and it's not only for public safety. It's also for mining industry, utilities, manufacturing, all kinds of use cases where you need usability, buttons, physical buttons, not using the phone like you used to do when you are at home, etc. So we are here, we are launching it today. Yes, let's go.
So basically all of those years pay off, right? Development takes a long time, but then that means that you have enough time to think about a new product, enough time to make the changes in the design, in the compatibility, and get enough time to get a lot of feedback from potential customers, like, well, the customers right now at Erillsverkot, if I pronounce that name very well. So I cannot wait to speak to an end user using the HybridX, because that's the next step for me. I want to know how good is this product really in the field on a day-to-day use. How easy is it to slide off and to slide on? Well, I tested it, actually that's quite easy, but how durable is it? That's very important. Jarmo Winquist, CEO Erillsverkot, Finland. Thank you very much for your time, much appreciated. You're extremely busy, I know, we'll keep it short. The HybridX device, great development. You signed an agreement.
Yes, we made an agreement and we will purchase those to be available for our end users. And we see that important that the end users have the right to choose, should it be a certain type of radio or could it be like a HybridX?
Okay, so about how many devices are we talking about?
We have 55,000 subscriptions in the existing network, and we are calculating so that the same amount will be in the Vive 2 in the broadband area. But let's see how much these end users will choose the HybridX.
Okay, very excited. Well, let's talk about 1 year down the line, about your experience, because I believe shipments will be at the end of the year, right?
Yes.
So that means that we have some time to test,
Yeah.
to trial, well, which you already did, of course, but
Yeah.
then real field situations.
Yeah, and I think next year CCW we will tell how it goes.
It's time to do a little toast on the success of the HybridX. Thank you for inviting me here and to see the latest about the final development of the HybridX. I wish you guys a lot of success. Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right.